Purpose of this video is to illustrate how to find the area under a velocity graph. Your velocity graph won't look exactly like this, but it should have several places where the lines go straight across. We used plotted points, and this was a connect your dot graph. So I went from, this was my first point. You assume the point 0, 0 was the same as the point you got at the time equals 0.2. So I just worked my way across. My velocity, my average velocity between the 2 points dropped there, then went back up, then it dropped, and it worked its way back up. So we want to find the area under the total area under the graph. So to do that, I break my area underneath the graph into either rectangles or rectangles and triangles. So it's a little bit like the middle school math problems you used to work, where you found the area of a shape that was consisted of rectangles and triangles. So the first one's easy. It's just base times height. So you can see my work over here is my area at t equals 0.1, which is this time right here is 0.1, was 2 times 0.1 because my height was 2 and my base was 0.1. So that's 0.2, and I entered that in right here. Your area under 0 is 0 because you haven't gone anywhere yet. Now for my graph, my first 4 areas are the same, so that makes it pretty simple. I didn't recalculate that. And by the way, all you really need to do is show your first regular area, and then if you have a place where a triangle, I'd like to see that work also. If you're lucky enough that your data goes all the way straight across, you're going to have an easy lab on this part. So I just added 0.2 every time until I got to the part with the triangle. Then I had a new area. So I had to go across here, and I know exactly how tall this is from my data because that's my velocity, and I can read my velocity value, so I don't have to guess from the graph. I can go back here and find my exact velocity value. That's my height, and my base is the time it took to get from this point to this point, and I have that data in my table also. So I can exactly find my time. So at t equals 0.53, I'm going to add all 5 areas together, and my 5th area is the area of a triangle, which is half the base times this height here. So I take my base times my height, I take half that for the triangle area, I add this base and this height multiplied together, and I got 0.23. Then I added that to my first 4 areas, and I got 1.03. And then I basically did the same thing. I didn't show my work, but you're going to do the same thing. Take this triangle in this area and add that. And I went dot, dot, dot because I'm old and I've done these labs, so I don't have to finish it up. So you're going to have to do 4 more pieces of information than me, but we want this filled out. You don't have to show your work for the rest of them. But that's how you find the area under a graph. And then your instructions have a question for you that you should be able to answer, hopefully, given this information. Good luck.